Hello, if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you all for tuning in and watching my video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a simple basic makeup tutorial. This is going to be my first time doing my makeup since last year in December for my birthday. So I'm very excited. I have an interview I'm about to go to, so I'm going to just do a slight beat today, and I'm gonna feature and show y'all everything that I'm using as well to do a slight beat on my face today. So all right, stay tuned, y'all. It is literally pouring down rain outside. I love the rain. I love to sleep when it's raining, so it's gonna be one of those days where I take a nap. So I'm gonna start off and show y'all what I'm gonna use to do my eyebrows, which is the Morphe pencil. I couldn't find the other one. I typically use the one where it has like a slant to it, but I couldn't find that one. Probably don't have anymore. I haven't done my makeup in a while, y'all. I used to do my makeup very often, but I haven't done it in a while. I'm gonna have to re-up and most definitely get me some more makeup and everything, because I don't got a lot of stuff. But all right, I'm gonna start tracing my eyebrows now. I'm probably gonna be looking this way because my mirror is like right here in front of me, and I kind of have my camera slightly like centered like right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and start that. So all right, so first I typically just brush my eyebrows up. I just got my eyebrows freshly waxed yesterday as well. As you can see, the lady did like that right there. I don't know, can y'all see that? That looks kind of I was kind of iffy about that. And then I feel like she made this one like look different than this one. I had a set permanent eyebrow lady where I'm from. She used to do amazing, and then she ended up moving to Atlanta, and then I recently found out that she's actually back in town where I'm from, and she's back and she's returned back. And I was so like upset because I'm like, dang, I don't even live there no more for you to do my eyebrows. But finding an eyebrow person is very hard for me these days. All right, y'all, so we're gonna brush the eyebrows up, and then I'm gonna just so I'm having to kind of create a line here so they can end up matching, like I said, because this, I feel like she waxed too much of this off. So I typically just do this, just kind of do the strokes so they go in, and I'm gonna go at the top and kind of just create me and a little bit of an eyebrow here in the front. I learned this a long time ago from a YouTuber. Yep, I learned to do my makeup from YouTube, and then I got in a phase to where I was doing kind of like my eyebrows real boxy at the front, and I was like, I don't think that's the way to go, boo. So I remember in the YouTube video, I've been doing this for like a little minute, she would say kind of go and create you a brow like doing this way, which makes it look actually really real, which it is my eyebrow. I'm not filling in, you know, too much. All right, so that's that. And then we're gonna go in and just kind of brush that out at the end. And all of this is gonna be cleaned up. This is kind of dark. Yeah, this is chocolate mousse. I typically use mocha. I gotta go re-up on my products. This is just what I'm gonna use for the time being because I don't know what my other stuff is. That's the first brow, y'all. I'm gonna go in with some concealer now. So let's do that. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte concealer. This is my all-time favorite concealer in the world. In the world. I love me some Tarte concealer. I swear by this. So I always typically just put a little bit on my hand, about that much. After I go in with that, I'm gonna go in with this brush here. It's a concealer brush. Hold on, let me go in with this concealer brush. Has not been used in a while. Lord, I gotta get back into my makeup before I forget how to do it. I don't think I ever will, but I don't want to forget how to do my makeup. It would be so sad for me. So I kind of pushed it out with my facial towel here. These are disposable facial towels that I got off of the TikTok shop. Okay, just right. So I just dab a little bit on my brush, and then I typically do this. Been doing this for a while, so I typically go up like that, and then I'm gonna just go in underneath the eyebrow. I learned this trick here from my MUA back home. Shout out to Miss Dubois, Miss Lindsay. I always noticed that she would kind of pull the eyebrow up. Go in like that. Yep. And see how it just kind of creates a real pretty, nice, beautiful arch. Kind of go in and just clean it up a little bit more. And that is that. I'm gonna go in at the top too. I might have to comb this up a little bit. I'm gonna just kind of make this a little bit more rounded up here. But this is all gonna sharpen itself out. All right, I'm going at the top now. All right, I'm gonna dab a little bit more in my concealer. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've done this. But just take it and just slightly run it across the top. And then we're gonna blend all of this out. I'm gonna just show y'all what I do. This is just all beginner friendly. See how it just kinda, we're gonna, boom, sharpen it out just like that. Yep, and then I kind of go back with it this way. And boom, y'all. Got yourself a nice little, that brow look good. Okay, so that's that one. And then I go in with this brush here, y'all. This is not what you're, I don't know, it may be the correct brush. I gotta get my stuff up. It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen and happen really, really soon. All of my stuff is very old, but it's all been very useful to me whenever I do my makeup. So I usually go in with this brush and I just kind of brush out. Hopefully it don't got no eyeshadow on it. Okay, I just kind of brush out what I concealed. It look good though. So that's that one. I'm gonna go in and do the other brow now, and I'll show y'all how I do that one too, because it is a little different than the other one. Like I said, this one is thicker, which she should have made them both match. She should have just took this one up a little bit more than this one. I just be kind of getting up out of there because I don't be wanting to go off on nobody, which I wouldn't do. I didn't want to sit there and try to tell her exactly how I wanted it, and then it ended up still not being what I wanted. I don't know. I might go back and tell her to take this one up a little bit, or it may just be fine, honestly, y'all. I don't really just be tripping like that. I used to be real tripped out about stuff like that, but now I don't. All right, let me go in and do this brow, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, so we're gonna go back in, y'all. All right, so let me go look here. Go back in, and we're gonna take it, do like that. And this is a little different because it's thicker, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna brush all of this out, of course. Just gonna go through and brush it out, so it won't be so harsh. I typically use, like I said, mocha, which is really good for my eyebrows. It's not too dark. It's a little bit darker than I like. All right, I'm gonna go in and conceal now, and then I'll come back and show you the final result of both of my eyebrows. Okay, so this is this side of my back. They both look good. I mean, I'm pleased with them. And I do kind of go in at the ends here, and I just brush this out a little bit with the, I'm not going to do too much more because I've already done it off camera, but you just go in, I'll do this one, and you just kind of brush out what we did draw that was basically not much of our eyebrow, but we wanted it to look like our eyebrow. But these are the brows, y'all, and we're about to move on to the next step now. So I'm going to go in with these lashes and these. I'm going to stack them. So I'm going to do that and then show you how I apply my lashes. Alright, so I've stacked these up. See, they're a little thicker than the other ones. About to rip them off now and put them on my eyes. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this Salon Pro 30-second Ultra Grip Eyelash Glue. I used to use hair glue. This is kind of like hair glue, but they ended up making their own eyelash glue. But I used to always use the actual hair glue to put my lashes on. Sometimes I snip these. I might snip them a little bit at the corners so I can go ahead and apply them. I'm gonna snip them a little bit. I just take my scissors and kind of snip it a little bit at that corner at an angle. Right. So get that a little bit. Sometimes I don't even end up doing that, but they did look a little long, so I went ahead and just snipped them. I might end up regretting that I did that, but I might not. Probably be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go in and slide the glue across if it'll come out. Let's see. So it's giving it stuck in there. I don't really want to clean that off right now. Yeah, it's stuck all up in there. So I'm gonna open up the bottle, go in with the concealer tube, the end of the concealer tube. Now this is real life how it goes. It's not always pretty like it is on some videos, but this is how it goes. This is what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna run it across here. I'm gonna get that cleaned out later on. Alright. So now I'm just going to hold my eye back and just line it up. Whoop. And I just typically kind of go like this. Just kind of push it on there. And I go in and I just always make sure it's on by kind of smashing it down like that. I think a lot of the lash girlies do this. I don't know, it may just be me. No, it can't just be me because I got that from somebody else. Oh, they're pretty. Okay, and that is on. Gonna take the other one, so I'm happy that I snipped it a little bit. Gonna take the other one, snip it a little bit at an angle. That don't seem like that was snipped enough. Yeah, I didn't snip that one good enough. Let me. This one giving me trouble, y'all. I don't know why. Trying to prevent me from snipping too much. Okay, so on both. I don't know why I just put that in there. I snipped about like that much. Okay. I'm gonna have to toss that out in a second. All right, we're gonna go in and do the same thing with this eye. All right, so this eye looks way better than this eye. I had to redo this one. I'm not gonna do it again because I just don't feel like doing that. This one looks way better than this eye though. I'm so excited to get me some lash extensions, which is gonna happen next week because I've been wanting them. I haven't had them since I was pregnant, which was last year around June because I had my baby shower in June. All right, so we're gonna move to the next step now, and we are going to apply our foundation. And then from there, we're gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna show you how to use some baking banana powder, and then we're pretty much gonna be done from there. I have to get me some blush so I can start doing that before I do my foundation and stuff, because I do want to start wearing a little bit of blush. But other than that, that is gonna wrap up everything today after I've done that. So let's dive into it. All right, so I always have to go in with 2 colors because and this is not the color I'm gonna use. I use this color and another one. It's a little bit darker. So I go in with the Coconut 355 by Maybelline. I go in with this one. And it's Fit by Maybelline. And it's the Matte Plus Poreless, where it's up to 12 hours. And then I go in with the 355, which is a little bit darker than what I am. This one matches pretty much all the way, but it kind of doesn't. It's kind of a little too light, so I always have to mix those together. So what I do is I just pour a little bit on the front of my hand. And I don't typically use a lot of foundation. That's just not, it's never been my thing. I do enough to cover, especially since I'm mixing. It's gonna make a pretty nice amount anyway. So I put a little bit of this one, the 355. So I do 3. Oh, this is the same one, y'all. What? How is it the same one? This is the same one. I'm tripping. Oh, I must have put the top of, because this is definitely darker. I must have put the top on one of these wrong. Because it's no way this is. These are 2 different colors. When I figure out the exact color that is, I will let y'all know. I'm about to find it now. It has to be this one then, huh? Yeah, I think it's 362. What does it say on the back? This says 355 too. Wow. Okay. This is kind of freaking me out. 335. Okay, this top here is wrong. This is supposed to be 335. And the one I just showed y'all is supposed to be 355. Because on the back of here it says 335. And on the back of this one it says 355. This must be the wrong lid. I don't think I put that on there either, because this is a fairly new one. This is supposed to be 335 though. So this one is 335 and I go in with 355. So that's the 2 colors I use and I mix them together. I sure was like, hold on, something not right. Because the 355 is a little bit darker than, and y'all can clearly see that too. It's a little bit darker than the 335. I was like, what's going on? I'm not going crazy. Alright, so those are the 2 colors. And I'm just gonna mix those together. And I'm using this brush here. Love this brush. I forgot the name of them. Just mix these together. Give myself a nice consistency, a nice color. I basically cover the whole brush in this, and I'm just gonna go in, of course, and we're gonna put it on our face. honestly might be able to go in a little bit more than 355 because it's looking a little dark. Just a little. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that. Not a lot. And just kind of mix it in with what's already on my brush. Yeah, there we go. It's like it matches, but it matches when I mix them together. I don't do a lot at all, like I said. Everything is gonna really blend itself out once I see, like the top of my forehead is it's matching the color. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. So you blend all that in, of course, get it covered around your face all the way. So we do that, cover your whole face, and then I'm gonna go in with my Tarte again, and we're gonna just do, you're gonna do this. I might have to go get color match y'all for my foundation because baby, this is looking a little dark. Well, I can't be looking dark on my YouTube video. They gonna talk about me. All right, I go in at the top here. You always get like your T-zone for your concealer. I always do a little bit here, and then I'm gonna do some on my chin because I typically get like oily there. As y'all can see, I have been breaking out, so I really haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. That's another reason too. So I'm gonna go wet this, and I'm gonna go in and blend everything in. All right, so this is wet. This is our spongy sponge. I forgot all the names of everything. This is not good, y'all. Okay, so we go in with this, and we're just gonna see how the concealer kind of got me back to where I needed to be. That's why I was like, I'm not really worried about it. See how that looks? Looks good. We're gonna go in on the nose. Blend at the top. And that is that, y'all. Oh, I think it look good, y'all. I think it look good. Gonna blend it in some more. This is just like basic beginner makeup. Like I said, if you want to do some eyeshadow, you can most definitely go in. I can do another video showing how I do that as well if you all would like. So now I'm gonna go in with the banana powder, and I'm gonna show you how you're supposed to bake. So I put a little bit of baking powder in like an old eyelash container, and I take this, another sponge, and I'm gonna dab it in the baking powder, and I'm gonna go under the same spots that I did as far as where I put my concealer. And this is just to help so it won't be so like oily. Love this stuff. And I use the banana powder by Revlon. Really, really good. Been using them for a while now. Okay, so we got all that. Okay. Once that is done, I don't let it sit on here for too long. I will take this brush here. I never let it sit for too long because I don't want to look white. But it kind of just makes everything look matte and sets it. That is that. After I do that, I'm going to show y'all what I go in with next. So now I go back in with the 355. I typically do the 335, and I just brush this. This is basically matte poreless foundation powder, and I just take this and go back over the banana powder a little bit, just so I won't look like too white. But I think I actually honestly look perfect right now. I'm only gonna do a little bit of this, so I'm gonna just go in and kind of just I do my eyebrows. I think it looks really, really good. Okay, got that. And I wish I would have did this earlier, but I'm gonna go in and put a little black eyeliner under my eyes. I wish I would have did this after I put on my lashes. So just gonna go in with that. Be very gentle because you just put on this foundation. I may have to go back in with my brush. If it's gonna do it for me. This is very old, so it may not do what I need it to do. I gotta re-up on my makeup, y'all. So I used to, of course, I know a lot of you may know, I used to be an exotic dancer, so I used to do my makeup very often. And I had got to where I could do my makeup very fast too. But I don't do that anymore. I'm a mom now. So I just don't do my makeup anymore like that. I don't really just go anywhere. I'm only doing this because, of course, I want to make some content and show y'all how to do your makeup if you're a beginner. And then on top of that, I want to make a lot of different videos today after I do my makeup. And I was like, let me do my makeup because I haven't done it in a while. And I want to end up talking about some things that I have for a lot of women. So I want to make content today. I was like, let me do my makeup. Plus I have the interview. So this is why I'm doing this. But yeah, I don't do that anymore, which is completely fine. I get to do stuff like this, so that is one of the reasons why I used to always do my makeup. And then before I even started dancing, I would always do my makeup. When I was in high school, I did my makeup almost every other day or when I really felt like it. And then I remember my mom had told me that I needed to stop wearing it every day because I wouldn't look right without it if I didn't. But I've always been into makeup and doing my makeup, and I've always studied like different YouTubers and how they do their makeup and stuff like that. I think that looks really good. That has made it pop. And we're gonna go in and add one more little thing to make my eyes pop. So I'm just gonna go in with some this is Essence Volume Stylish 18-hour lash extension mascara. I'm just gonna go in with this on the bottom of my bottom eyelashes. All right. I'm gonna do that. Hopefully y'all can see how I'm doing it. I know I'm looking in my mirror a lot. We're just gonna do like that. Take it and just kind of run it under there. Yeah. I think it's looking good, good. I'm looking at my eyes and they are so brown, y'all. They're like a deep brown. I remember the last time someone noticed my eyes, it was my friend Drea, and she was like, oh my gosh. She's like, your eyes are so brown. She's like, you have some pretty brown eyes. I'm like, thank you, girl. Okay. Alright. That is that. And then I have a couple more things that I do. Alright. Okay, so I take the Black Radiance palette here. Very dirty, very old. Need to get some more, of course, along with everything else, y'all. But I'm just gonna take this. I usually contour. I gotta get the stuff for that. I don't have it. But I am just gonna do a little bit of the highlight here. And this is a basic makeup tutorial to show you how to do your eyebrows, show you how to put on lashes, under eyeliner, mascara, bacon. That's really all you typically need. You don't need all the other stuff, but I will make other videos showing how I do like a full beat. This is just a slight beat. So I'm gonna take that like I did. I dusted my finger there in the highlighter portion, and then we're just gonna go across my nose a little bit. Do that. Kind of up on my nose a little bit. It ain't too much. Go across here. Yeah, kind of blend that in. It's pretty though. You just kind of take it and do up on your cheeks. And then we're gonna kind of, yeah, that's pretty. Okay, and then do a little bit here. Alright, y'all, I think that is gonna conclude it. And once you are all done with everything, of course you're gonna take some setting spray. I always use Morphe setting spray. I got this here from Walmart because I needed it, and I wasn't able to make it to Ulta to get any Morphe. Like I said, we all know, like I've been saying the whole video, I gotta re-up on my makeup, y'all. So we're gonna use this for now, but you go in. And I have a little fan, hold on. Take a fan. I used to use a Chinese fan, but take a fan and just let it dry. I love using setting spray to set my makeup. That's one of the highlights of finishing my makeup. I am gonna see my eyebrows looking offset. Now they looking offset because of this lady. I'm just gonna do that a little bit to try to make them look the same, because they do not really look the same how I'm looking at them, but it's okay. See, I used to I do a couple more sprays. She did. I'll charge her up. But yeah, she's dead. But this is the final look, y'all. After I've sprayed everything on here, I was about to say, now that I have locks, I can't just kind of, or when they get longer, I will be able to. But when something is off with like my eyebrows, I'm not able to hide it with my hair because I don't wear, you know, my weaves and stuff no more. I have my locks. I'm doing really good with my locks, my lock journey. So this is the final look, y'all. Oh, I'm forgetting something. Hold on. Okay, so with your lips, you take this and you get all of that off of there. I hate to see all that on my lips. I don't like it. Get it all off of there. I gotta get some makeup wipes too. Don't have those either. I need them. Alright. Go get those today. Get that all off of there. And like I said, I was forgetting something, and that is the lip gloss. So let me get that out of my purse one sec. So I'm going in with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss. I usually get it in a different color, but this is Coconuts About You. Can y'all see it? Ooh, why I do that? Why I be doing that? Why I be doing that? Okay. It's Coconuts About You, $6.50. I will list everything that I used in the comments as well. Because I pretty much know about everything that I use. I'll list everything that I used. And in the next video, I'll actually have all the products that I actually typically use to do my makeup. But those are really the main ones I do use. But in the next video, I will list everything that I use. So we'll just take our lip gloss, of course, y'all. And we're going to... I used to do the lip combo that I absolutely loved. I'll do it whenever I do the next video. Because I'll be doing a little bit more to my face than I typically do. This is my typical just like soft beat. And that's it, y'all. Your lips ain't chapped. That's the final look. A little soft beat, okay? Okay, for the soft beat, okay. Y'all, we love this one. Alright, y'all stay tuned for more videos. I'll be doing videos about my locks, videos about my life, daily vlogs, all of that. Y'all stay tuned. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me grow, and it helps others that likes this type of content be able to reach me and see. But I would love if y'all subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and let me know what else you would love to see from me. Thank y'all for joining and watching. This is the life of Aisha Tanil. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.